Now time for Battle of the West between the under-15 ones competition, and the winner from the Parramatta District is the Hills Bulls. On the flip side, representing Penrith is the Penrith Brothers, and the lineups: the Hills Bulls, number 1, Oliver Mwangatonga. The 2 is William O'Connor. 3, Sebastian Papaluka. The 4 is Jonah Tonga. 5, Brooklyn Lambley. 6 is Joshua Matta. 7, Noah Golds. 8, Isaiah Rosati. 9, Caleb Pearson. 10 and captain is Tyson Paletu. 11, Owens Verbliss. 12, Hudson Odell. 13, Lucas Hendry. 15, Keelan Analiko. 17, Jerome Haddad. 18, Michael Lyle. 21, Michael Ayoun. 20, Dante Wesser. And 23 is Carlio Monaco. And their coach, Stephen Edwards. And for the brothers team, in 1 is Hetu Marcy. The 2 is Casey Jones. 3, Evo Brown. 4, Mavericks Tawasa. 5, Jared Edmonds. 6, Cody Edgar. 7, Zane Watson. 8, Eamon Atawa. 9, Liam Regan. 10, Anthony Nardi. 11, Hayden Horn. 12, Dallas Saliage. 13, Isaac Hall. 14, Isaac Lemon. 15, Phoenix Briggs. 16, Kai Emilio. 17, Noel McKechnie. And the 20 is Isaiah Fuimano, and their coach is Harley Regan. And a good first up carry to start. The 2 biggest junior districts. Battle of the West, Penrith versus Parramatta. Who will come out on top? And off the back fence, Nardi there. Follows up almost to the 40. Different paths for both teams to the grand final, but we'll talk about that throughout the call. And a nice early kick. Finding grass in a 40-20 threat and close to the sideline, but doing well in the end and coming up with the football there is Oliver Mwangatonga. Mwangatonga back row last week, now fullback. Big change for this one with Leonard Salter missing in a big hit there. Coming out of the line, Anthony Nardi brings the fridge, the front door, and a whole lot more. Back to his feet now is Papaluka. Some big defence to start this one. Now across. Hudson Odell to his feet. Now centre field. Pearson takes a run out of dummy half. Now the left foot of Noah Golds, the man of the match last week for the Parramatta side of the grand finals. And ball down with Casey Jones coming forward in the white headgear. From dummy half, bit of footwork, bursting straight through. Now the foot race with Mwangatonga. Now a skip, a fend, and plays with the sideline and taken out there. Hetu Marcy, and a clean set of heels, good footwork and a fend. But the first test for Mwangatonga at the back shows him the sideline, covers well, waits for a bit of support, and then eventually escorts Marcy. But some early warning shots being fired here from brothers. Big contact by Nardi. The early kick coming from Zane Watson with the 40-20 threat. Now Marcy sliding down that short side from dummy half. And now back underway with the Bulls from yardage, and Papaluka driven backwards there. Mwangatonga gets things going in a more positive direction. Just short of the 40. Pearson midfield, and now some footwork with Joshua Matta. Joshua Matta rolls forward as Pearson goes short side with Golds, digs into the line and almost slides through, offload round the corner. And now with Odell, who backs his way up for some good metres. Close to the sideline now, trying to work their way in off the edge. Golds lays it short for Rosati. And on play 5, they make it to the 20. Kick here with Golds again. Left foot comes across, and the wind drags that one. Difficult, but well taken and left behind now. But the call, it's coming here, is ran off the football. So the Bulls with a golden opportunity inside the attacking 20 right now. That one coming in from the touch judge. There was some interference with the kick chase. So Matta and the Bulls set up here for their first full attacking set. Paletu, the captain, with the first touch here, straight off the tap. Tries to find a quick play the ball, but they roll him to his back. Now Pearson comes to Hendry. And Lucas Hendry, good game last week. And Pearson tries to burrow over from the play the ball, but they're awake to that. Now Hendry to fill in a dummy half off the posts. Left side they come, and Matter loses the football. And first chance inside the 20 goes after 3 plays. Brothers do well to defend their line. And like we said, the story of these two teams for the Hills Bulls, 9-2, second throughout the regular season. Won their way through the qualifying final against the Owls. And then coming up in the grand final with a good victory, 26-6. Brothers second also, a grand final blockbuster, a field goal and a couple of send-offs. And their number 6, Cody Edgar, sealed the deal for them to win 29-28 over St Mary's, who are generally the powerhouse of the Penrith district. But now rolling with Mavericks Tawasa. And now coming across with some shape, trying to find the ball, and the jam defense comes. Evo Brown trying to get it to the outside, but Hills shut it down, but 6 again to come. And for Brothers, the scrum feed, 35 out, 20 in on the trim line. But had some battles throughout the years they did with St Mary's, who were the minor premiers. A draw, a loss, but a win in the all-important grand final, 29-28. As Hetu Marcy tries to get to the outside. The pass behind, thought it might have been a knock-on, but play on called for now. Jones tries to bring it. Now, down the short side, Dallas Savalioj, and now Nardi. Cross with Watson, who links with Marcy. Back to the outside here to Brown. Brown tries to get to the outside, but well defended. Now long pass back in. Linking with the half, and now to the back rower, and Hayden Horn, who's driven backwards and keeps his feet. But now from dummy half, across to Zane Watson. Links up with Cody Edgar. Ball to the outside coming from Tawasa. And now he's trying to link with Edmonds and pushes away from a couple on play 5 inside the 20. Now Watson to the sky, attacks the post. Mo'unga Tonga, ball knocked forward. And the penalty coming in there. Offside on the kick chase. So the Bulls there with a chance. Settle things, play 1 here and bring it out to the 10. Like I said, interesting to see a back row go to fullback. Very versatile. A lot of players these days and able to move between centre back row in multiple positions. But that's a big change for Mo'unga Tonga today. And a nice touch finder all the way up to the 35. Ball back in field. Get this one underway. Missing the mark though. Jonah Tonga playing up from the 14s. Goes to Rosati. And Rosati lays a line. Just over the 40. Pearson shows short. Comes open to Hendry. Beats a couple. Wants to find an offload. Now open side Mata to Paletu. Paletu tangling there with Eamon Atoa, trying to steal the football. Pass across, and Matter off that right feet, beats a couple, links with Paletu, sells a dummy. And a positive set off the back of the penalty. Now inside the attacking 20. Pearson comes to Golds, out the back of shape to Mo'unga Tonga, goes to the front line, pass to the outside, and runs the nice line out the back of shape, bursting through and then linking up on the outside. And Jonah Tonga crashes over in the number 4. And up from the 14s where they featured in the grand final. But unfortunately couldn't get the chocolates, but playing up today in this 15s team. And good work by him to score. And the Hills Bulls with first blood, 4-0 with a kick to come. And that's a try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. And today's game is brought to you by ITF Hire. They deliver premium portable toilets, temporary fencing and A-class hoarding backed by reliable service and competitive pricing. Trusted by builders, event organisers and projects of all sizes, ITF keeps your site moving. Lucas Hendry, the goal kicker. Done well on grand final day, was third in the competition. Nudged his way up to second for the 15-1s Parramatta Eels Junior Rugby League competition by the close of play last week with his right boot. Preferred side to start this one off. But no doubt a difficult task in the wind on and off today. It is sunny, but it is a nice day. Not too hot. But nevertheless, changing directions at the moment, sort of going behind his back across the field. And the right footer here in motion. Starts this one, and the wind comes at the most inappropriate of times, but a mean hook on that one. And 4-0 the score remains. But the Bulls get first blood for the Parramatta side of this Battle of the West fixture. Two very proud clubs that also represent not only through their junior rugby league teams, but pathway teams, Sydney Shield and Ron Massey Cup, both brothers, and the Hills Bulls. Now things back underway. Kobe Edgar. Driven down. Good run back. Laying a line there. Tyson Palaitu, the captain, and then followed up by Rosati. The 1-2 punch of the front rowers as Pearson wants to play the ball. And now trying to roll things through the middle there with Zvrbliss. Finds his front inside the 50 as Golds goes the early nudge, and it's a nice touch, but might run on here. And it certainly does that. Not the result the All-Australian AFL Under-15s player was looking for, but everything had a touch of class to it last week in his man-of-the-match performance and their victory. Kicking game, pair of tries and an assist. As Artoa, from a flat start, still picks up almost 10. Plenty of boys in the Penrith development system and a couple of other teams for the brothers team. And the meat is here and trying to find a play the ball, and a great carry. Then off the back fence, the error. Edmonds found some momentum from Tawasa, but the drop football offers the Bulls a great opportunity back on halfway. As an interchange comes here, Eamon Artoa swaps with Isaiah Fuimaono, who's now on the field in jersey 20 for brothers. Scrum feed here, 13 minutes remaining in the first half. See what Mata and Golds could cook up, combine nicely. In the grand final last week, Salter, the fullback, not here today as Papaluka gets his way through the line to start this one off. Now some footwork with Mwanga Tonga, finding his way to inject himself into this game from the one today. Mata splits the field using Paletu's play the ball. Pearson, Mata out the back of shape to Golds, goes to Odell, tries to push through a hole. The bodies come in the end, and inside the 10 now are the Bulls. Pearson looking to the open side. A bit of a tangle up in the play the ball. Now some width comes with Golds. Drops it for Palaitu, tries to skip across, ends up with Odell. And he tries to get himself to the line, and now on play 5. Literally on top of the chalk. Pearson with the football. Trying to run a block, drag down, Golds picks up, beats the first, rolls it off the left, bodies everywhere, where's the football? Knocks that one on, and brothers survive on goal line. Good defensive set from the Penrith representative. This Battle of the West fixture. A great year last year, finished 12 apiece, a draw in the Battle of the West. See how things pan out in 2025 between the two biggest junior rugby league districts. Brothers, through Zane Watson. And the scrum feed here. Come out left and turn back under for Mavericks Tawasa. Also in the Penrith development system. And across here, inside, outside, and a late, but offside, so no matter. Brothers here with a chance from almost the 25 here to keep things moving or go for a touch, and they're going to try and roll for Fuimano. Fuimano with some leg drive. Picks up 10 plus. And then Nardi a little bit past the football and knocked on. And another set that ends in an error inside their own half. So Bulls offered another opportunity here inside the attacking 50. And a couple of interchanges coming on their side as well. 23, Kaleo Monaco, and also Jerome Haddad, so some fresh middles they're looking to bring on. But they're going to feed the scrum first. And now Golds on the 40, talking with Mata. 3-3 split here. See if there's any late movement or players linking. Mwanga Tonga. Late here, Mata moves over, tries to create the number. But short ball to Mwanga Tonga, who crashes his way into the line. Now Palaitu skips back down the short. And a good tackle coming in under there from Tawasa. Now Owens Robles centers things, lands on the 20. Left out to Mata, now to Monaco. And Monaco bursts through a couple. Kaleo Monaco tries to make a good impression, as does Haddad. And the 1-2 punch, play 5 now. Couple of metres out from the post. Pearson comes to Mata, rips a long ball all the way over the top, trying to find a way to the corner. But the cover defence comes and Brothers hold on again. As O'Connor can't find open space. But Hills giving a thorough examination with the errors and opportunities they've been given early on in this one against the Brothers team. They're now trying to get things moving from inside their own end. Isaac Hall, the lock, gets things out to the 10. And now Fuimano again with the ball, but line speed there to meet him. And Monaco, and he finds the offload in the end and now moving. And Watson with some footwork, bursts down the short side. Very nearly comes into clean air, and a penalty to boot. Late movement, he wants to play on quickly, takes 10 plus. And into Papaluka. The 7 continues to prove dangerous. Does Zane Watson. Now, Dallas Sawiliage. He rolls down a short side. Now open long side here. 2 past the Hall. Centers the attack for Brothers as they cross the 40. And now Regan out of dummy half. Good service so far with Kai Emilio now on the field in the pink headgear. Regan short side. Watson double pump, delays and tries to find Marcy. Nearly through, finds an offload. Knocked back and play on by Haddad. And good coverage there by the number 17, Jerome Haddad. Stops an opportunity for Brothers with Marcy threatening to offload. 7 minutes to go in the first half of the 15s. Battle of the West for the Division 1 teams from Penrith and Parramatta. Short side, fighting his way back to his feet. Brooklyn Lambley. And in to help again, Papaluka, no surprise, loves the yardage work. Golds digs into the line short there. And Hudson Odell does well to handle under pressure from Evo Brown. And now back with Golds. Crossfield kick. Contest off the shoulder of Edmonds, bouncing back and play on called. And now with some footwork. Engages defenders. Thinks he's been hit higher, but ref not buying. Now with Emilio. Good pair of touches for his first 2 as Tawasa off the back fence. And a 6 again called as well. Earns his team fresh set of 6. But the play, the ball's messy, and he's lost the football. And that's the 3rd or 4th time in this one, near halfway or heading into the attacking half, where they've made an error, whether it's running onto a football or in the play the ball. And Hills, with just under 6 minutes to go, start dead bang, centre of the field on halfway, with an opportunity again from a scrum play here. And 4 to the left-hand side. That's where they come with Papaluka. Sebastian Papaluka just settles things down. Short of the 40. Hudson Adele. Good carry back to centre field. Now with Pearson. Drops one in for Haddad. Nice tight line to the ruck and picks up 10 plus. Simple set so far. They building to something as Matter digs in and hits short for Zverbliz. Open side or short. Pearson shows the ball, tries to get behind the markers. They handle him for now, and it's play 5. Couple of metres short of the right upright. Dummy half pass. Matter picks up off the toes, goes to Golds, out the back of shape. Mo'unga Tonga, play 5, still got it. Beats one, comes back centre field, kick, bounce, and well cleaned up by Fuimaano under pressure. Brothers made to work it off their goal line again. But a thorough examination inside their 20. They're holding up nicely. Now for centre field to try and get things moving. Edmonds takes a carry. And now Brown in from the centres. Tight there with Isaac Hall. Tries to find an offload, does so out the back. A bit of a misfire, but Edgar with the ball now. Across to Dallas Serralioge. Serralioge has been a handful so far when he's touched the footy down that left side. Now a long pass back to Watson behind the 40, tries to hit one. And it's a cross and a little bit short and rolls out on the 30. Well covered there. The wind and not quite the connection he was looking for off the boot. But settle things down after defending and a couple of errors in their own end for the Brothers team. 3.5 remain in the first half. Now play the ball will come from Haddad centre field on the 30. And a couple more interchanges. Dante Wesser on for dummy half. Mo'unga Tonga again with a fantastic touch. And now Haddad following up in some high contact, wins his side a penalty. The work through the middle. Isaac Lemon and Kai Emilio just slipping up a little high. The left boot of Golds picked up some precious metres last week. Let's see where he nudges this one. 25 metres chewed off, and they're going to start this one on the 20-metre line. Straight back on the attack as Jonah Tonga with the football. For the Bulls, goes to Golds, then Palaitu across to Mata, finds Mo'unga Tonga under pressure. Papaluka outside to O'Connor, still trying to find his way, and we've got a late penalty. Not happy with the contact on the fullback in Oliver Mo'unga Tonga. They start again with a penalty, but this time far right-hand side of the field. We've got a time off call here with the referee wanting to have a chat. Maybe things might be going further from what the touch judge has said. No, not calling out the player, but talking with Zane Watson. So for the Bulls, just under 2 minutes to go. 4-0 lead here in the first half. Time back on. Need to get things moving and take this opportunity. The Referee lets them know. A chance here to finish with the football in this half and potentially a second 4-pointer. Give them a 2-score advantage in this 15-1's Battle of the West clash. Now in with Golds. Shows twice and under to Monaco and trying to force his way in. Tracks 4 or 5 bodies and they hold on. But now Wesser, dummy half, fires it out the back to Matter. Links again with Golds. Another hit back on the inside and a penalty coming. Things starting to get a bit feisty here. The interchange player and Emilio having some words with Captain Paletu. Couple of plays in a row. First it was Mwanga Tonga, now Matter. Taking some deep breaths. Not in a good way at the moment. It's Joshua Matter. Potentially now with only 50 seconds left, they might consider the 2. But referee this time has the player out in the half and captain in Watson. This could be a sin bin and a turning moment, and it is. Late contact a couple of times consecutively. And it leads to a sin bin, and now 12 v 13 for the rest of this half and another 9 minutes into the second. Massive opportunity for the Bulls team as Isaac Hall now off the field in the sin bin. No surprise with time ticking down, they've elected to take the 2 points. We'll have a golden opportunity in the second half. Joshua Matter takes the tee with Hendry off the field. Matter a little bit shaken up from that one, but the Eels development player back to his feet, looking to waste no time with this one. Just to the left of the uprights. Slots it straight through and 6-0 for the Bulls. But the added advantage coming into this second half. And clock ticks down to 0. First half here, the Battle of the West for the 15-1s. The Hills Bulls lead this one 6-0 over the Penrith Brothers. We'll see what happens in the second half, but this game is brought to you by ITF Hire, who deliver premium portable toilets, temporary fencing and A-class hoarding, backed by reliable service and competitive pricing. Trusted by builders, event organisers and projects of all sizes, ITF Hire keeps your site moving. 6-0 to the Bulls. We'll see what happens in the second half of this 15-1s clash. Who will prevail? We'll be back shortly after a break.
What's this undercover, mate? Undercover?
Always undercover. I'm just saying he's done a wonderful job commentating the show. I thought he'd been outstanding.
Do you have the summer plays?
Hey?
Do you have the summer plays? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen the name.
No, Harrison plays with All Saints.
Oh, yeah, too. Yeah, but I've seen the name there. I go, oh, okay.
No, I was just
That's
saying,
why I see you down there.
I was in the States, so I didn't get the... I just got back yesterday from America.
Oh,
So I
okay.
missed the grand final. Just got pushed back a bit.
Yeah, that's right. That happened to a couple of
listening
people.
to all your commentary with you, but I listened to your commentary. I said that I was just saying that the people in the rooms next to me, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, Harrison's game, and they must have been thinking, who the fuck's in this room? Who's fucking going crazy? No, but well done, mate. You've honestly, great commentator. You should put some of those videos in and see if you can get a kick in some of the top stuff.
Or get a manager to do it.
No, I'm serious. Good job. I mean that.
Thank you very much.
How's everyone, mate?
Yeah, he's all right. He's just up the road there, always.
Oh, right. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, they just got his plug-in yesterday or something.
Yeah.
That archery or whatever you call it, that's where all the customers do. So they blocked that off.
Yeah.
And then in 2 months, it's still alright. He'll get his double stamp, which will make some blood flow, and he doesn't have to
Yeah.
have thinners and all
Oh,
that.
that's good.
And then he'll be alright.
Tell him I said hello, yeah?
Yep. Alright.
See ya.
See ya.
Back here for the second half in the Battle of the West. Parramatta versus the Penrith Junior Rugby League Districts, and head-to-head the grand final winners for the 15-1s. And so far in the first half, Hills Bulls representing Parramatta 6-0 over the Penrith Brothers, and a sin bin close to half-time for the lock. Isaac Hall has opened up an advantage here to start the second half for the Bulls. Going to be playing against 12 men for the first 9 minutes of this one. Brothers started with a bang and have shown some spice with their attack, but some errors trying to get out of their own half have cost them field position opportunity. And they've been good enough, certainly, to defend. Great resilience online. But has that taken petrol out of the tank for this second half as the Bulls, with those extra opportunities and some fresh bodies on the field, look to take advantage with the extra body they've got. A little bit of wind here today, and a fantastic game so far, and brought to you by ITF Hire, who deliver premium portable toilets, temporary fencing and A-class hoarding, backed by reliable service and competitive pricing. Trusted by builders, event organisers and projects of all sizes, ITF Hire keeps your site moving. Football on both fields for the Saturday part of the Battle of the West, and then back tomorrow for the Sunday football age groups. The 21s representative game as well between both districts, and Tri-Time Rugby League again also between Penrith and Parramatta. Great to see the Battle of the West back, revived last year, 12 apiece. Who will win this year? But another point for the scoreboard on the line here, and who is the best across both regions in the under-15-1s, as Michael Lowell takes the kickoff carry there for the Bulls. And now with Haddad, good impact off the bench. The back end of the half goes to Monaco down the short side and gathering momentum as he takes a few bodies, tries to find an offload and then puts the football away. And across the halfway, Wesser shift across now with Golds and Haddad again, double up in this set. Crosses the 40. Back to Golds. Shows and out the back to Matta. Goes to Mwanga Tonga. Tries to get to the outside. Bodies come for him, and play 5, a productive first set. 30-metre line, 10 in from touch. Wesser fires across to Golds. Hits that one. Crossfield, but there for it as Haddad comes through with the kick chase. Good pressure put on Jones there from Haddad. Now from the back of the field, some good footwork and a couple of fends. Marcy proving a handful with every touch. Now back in field, and a nice tight line and a good carry. The contact just as good. And the physicality there from Mavericks Tawasa, who's been awfully busy today. Patrician Brothers Blacktown, the rugby league powerhouse, and also on that Penrith development system. Now Jared Edmonds, also at Pat's Blacktown and in Penrith development, tries to get a quick play. The ball that's sent back is now off the boot of Watson. It looks like a 40-20, it is. And a great kick there, like a surgeon. Slices that one on play 5. And now trying to rally the troops is the halfback. But he had a crack early in the first half and went close, and then a second attempt fell flat, but this time, picture perfect kick by the halfback, and now on the move with Eamon Atoa. They go inside their 20. Feels like an age, but if they can strike while they've got 12 men, certainly brings some life to this one as Lemon from dummy half goes to Nardi, and he leaves without the football. And for the second time, he's had a hell of a wind-up. Looking to do some damage, but leaves without the football. Does Nardi. And now the scrum feed and the pressure relieved on the Bulls. 3 minutes into this second half, still 6 minutes to go with the man advantage. And Mata to feed this one 10 metres out to the right of the uprights for the Bulls. Up for Brothers, will that one come back to hurt? That was a great opportunity with the 12 men. situation off the 40-20. As Papaluka tries to shuffle across field. As Wesser lays in for O'Connor, who beats her first. Now a second and spins away. And eventually brought down. As Nardi comes in to clean. And her dad, again, very busy and good with his work. Either side of half-time. And now Mwanga Tonga just goes straight through the front door and a bit of footwork. And certainly bringing the back rower attitude to the number 1 jersey with his running. Width now to Golds, goes to Monaco off the back fence, pushing bodies and picks up 15. And play 5 now. 20 out centre field, go down with Golds in the left-hand side, off that left foot, pokes his nose through, ball back on the inside, and captain Tyson Poetu dives over to the left-hand side of the uprights. But Noah Golds, good width, good run, challenges the line. Once he gets through, finds the pass there. And it's captain fantastic, Tyson Poetu. Plenty of work again today and ever reliable. 10-0 with a kick to come. They bank some points with the sin bin advantage. And a great response off the back of the 40-20 set and having to ruck it off their own goal line. 100-metre turnaround. And that's a try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. And with Hendry off the field, the boot again remains with Mata. Joshua Mata here, wastes no time again, just to the left of the uprights and slides that one through. 12-0, a 2-score advantage now for the Bulls. And still 3 minutes remaining in this sin bin period. Chance to put some more pressure on the Penrith representative in Brothers. Bringing the ball back now. We got a time off here. Trying to find a football. And also an interchange coming. The 2 number 9s swapping back. Liam Regan, part of the Dragons development system, now on the field. Lemon coming off. Getting the football back. 19 minutes remaining. See if Brothers can build some sustained pressure or field position. Error is the number 1 enemy so far, and they push this one in short. The bounce isn't too bad. Papaluka hits it backwards, and it's still play on. But referee said it's a knock on. Don't know if he agrees. But the chips go in from Brothers, take a risk, and they get a reward. In the sin bin period, 2 minutes, and Isaac Hall back into the action. If they can navigate things right here, they can either see themselves back to a full complement or bank some points. That's setting things up. 30 metre, 20 in from touch, and on the tram line, 5 lined out to the right here. Edgar links up with Watson, shows short, cuts back in behind. And then coming out is the dad with the shutdown. And now short side with Regan, goes with Edgar, throws the dummy, goes into the backfield, and bodies come. They clean that one up. But now inside the 10, 6 again called. And the second effort there as Regan goes to Eamon Atawa, links up with Nardi. And the 1-2 punch of the 2 props. Regan looks left, looks right, goes to Atawa short, burrows and gets down. And Eamon Atawa with the response. Between him, Nardi, and Regan back on the field. Put some pressure through the middle of the ruck. And holding the football inside the 20, they find a reward. And the error is washed away, as is the deficit, and about to go back to 13. Game on here between Brothers and the Bulls. 12-4 with a kick to come. And that try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, payroll needs. But the short kick-off and the chase coming from Dallas Sevelioj puts the pressure on Papaluka. And then Watson and Edgar, the two halves, both take on the line and almost go through before the 6 again. And then Regan goes to work with his two front rowers, Nardi and Atawa, who are both in the Penrith development system. And make no mistake when Atawa goes through there, but Watson, no troubles from in front of the sticks. And 12-6. Going to be back to 13 men during this set. Coming back to halfway through Matter to get us back underway. Bit of movement happening on the Hills bench as well. Potentially some fresh bodies to come. And the kick here goes down with Watson and links up with Nardi, and no mistake where he's going. Goes head to head with Palaitu. Now ball across, and Hayden Horn digs in the line and then turned around. 35 out. Nice width coming here to Atawa to lay a line centre field. Drives over the 40, numbers left-hand short side. They come here quick. Regan links with Edgar. Long pass out to Edmonds. And O'Connor there in coverage with Papaluka. They bring that one to ground as they head into the attacking 40. And now Edgar to Sevelioj. Sevelioj off the back fence. Gets to the 20 on play 5. Now with Watson into that short side corner. Marcy coming through. Collision of bodies there, but no movement. And now a couple of metres out from the goal line. Regan puts pressure on Papaluka. And Brothers really trying to ramp things up with the line speed here. And a penalty to boot. And the opportunity to apply that pressure comes and goes very fast. And now the middle interchanges for the Bulls. Some fresh troops. Monaco off along with Lal. And Rosati and Hendry back on the field. And Noah Golds, that AFL background certainly shows in the kicking game. Drives the drop punt there for 30 metres and up to the 30-metre line. Just under 14 remaining here. 2 pass across to Jerome Haddad. Good width as he centres the attack. And now Pearson to Golds and drop back under for Rosati. And Isaiah Rosati centres things with a good play the ball. Pearson works the drain with Hendry. Keeps his feet and trying to fight forward, but ref says go back. And now Mata with some width. Sells short to Rosati. Rosati trying to force his way through. Nice play there, drew the halfback out of the line. Now with Hendry again, operating close to the ruck, but drifts sideways this time. Finds the bigger bodies for play 5. 30 metres out centre field, and now a penalty goes the other way. Falls over wide playing the ball. And the ref not buying into that one. Brothers now with the opportunity. Either get the quick tap or hit a touch finder. Looks like they're not going to bother with touch. Want to get things moving. And the tap play here with Hall back on the field. And his first touch finds 3 Bulls. Tangled up in the ruck. His head to Marcy. Dangerous with every touch as the Penrith development player. Now 2 pass across with Sevelioj, who again also dangerous with every carry. Drives to the 40. Regan comes short side with Edgar. Pass there to Tutuasa. Well tackled there by O'Connor. Now 2 pass to centre things with Nardi. A little bit of footwork, gets a 6 again. And Brothers now able to set up inside the 20. 2 pass width comes to Watson, out the back of shape with Horn. Some footwork and drives forward. And Tonga Falls away, but for now, Watson comes to Marcy, tries to find a crease, gets awfully close, but then turned away. And Haddad's contact is effective. Regan goes to Nardi. They try the power play again. Artoa near the post. That threat still lingering. Watson shows short. Goes to Edgar. Long out the back of shape to Edmonds. Off the paint. Drives for the corner. Finds his front and Brothers hit back. 1-2 punch. And Edmonds in the win. Had some work to do. But holds the football. Makes contact and gets low to find the 4-pointer. 12-10 with a kick to come. It's game on here as we head into the championship minutes. 11 to go here. And the power play at the posts again, laying things up with Nardi, and then they run the shape with the halves linking. And out the back there, Edgar decides to go long, throws one over the top there to Edmonds and drops it in the bucket. And with work to do, the winger does well to force his way into the corner. The cover defence coming. And now it's down to the boot of Zane Watson to try and square things up. And that try was brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, payroll needs. Watson, as mentioned before, in that Penrith development system. And another rugby league powerhouse, St. Greg's. And that's a beautiful strike as he hangs it out to the right. And then he lets the wind do the rest of the work for him. It's Zane Watson. Class nudge from the sideline like a golfer. Just that nice bit of draw. Uses the wind and inside the right upright. It's 12 apiece here in the 15-1s. Battle the West. The Penrith representative Brothers hit back. 9.5 remains here. Can someone come out on top, or are we going to have a drawn contest? And off halfway, Hendry will get us back underway. And the Bulls here, after the positive start, able to cash in against 12 men, but Brothers since back to full complement. And the middle's back on the field. Nardi and Artoa doing the damage, and the dummy half working to open up the field for the halves to start creating. And Marcy certainly been busy as well, as has Edmonds with his yardage work. And the back rower, Savalioja, has been difficult to handle. And now Watson, they call charge down and play on as he goes for the early 40-20. And now the field position flips and a golden opportunity. Can they cash in? Hendry doing some body surfing. And now Haddad goes in behind the ruck. Gets to the 20. And now with Odell tight to the ruck as well and working the middle channel. Play the ball now with Pearson. Comes across to Matter. Matter goes to Golds. Tries that dummy again off the left foot. No go this time. Pearson tries to play short for Rosati. Spins his way through. Ball close to ground. Cover defence coming. Referee's call though. The ball's got there. Or is it not? No, it's play on. Short side, Pearson keeps. Brothers awake to that one. Nardi gets him in the headlock and escorts him backwards. Ball across from Hendry. Golds goes the rugby union flip pass out to Odell. In good cover defence by Tuasa. And play 5. Can Brothers hold on? Matter, short side dummy, right foot. Body's there for him. And he tries to find the offload, but Brothers defend the set. And the 40-20 attempt that turned into great field position from a charge down. They back it up with some tenacious defence and some good scramble. 7.5 remains now. Off the goal line, Nardi down as Hall tries to bring one forward and his leg awkwardly caught in that one. And a penalty for high contact called, but he may have some bigger issues there with the way his left leg went under that tackle. got a stoppage here with 7 to go. Back to his feet, as is Nardi. Anthony Nardi with a bit of a limp. Hopefully he's okay. Important in the finish of this one. At 12 apiece with 6.5 to go. And now trying to get things going in the right direction again with Hall. Drags in 3, and now Marcy works through the middle of the field, bounces away from a couple, comes open, beats a few more, over halfway, right foot, left foot, ball comes out, brings it back like a yo-yo trick and lucky to keep it. But head to Marcy, extremely dangerous as Edgar, short side roll for Maverick Stawasa, and an offload back in for Savalioge. Savalioge spinning away from contact, dragging bodies forward with a leg drive. And inside the 20, Edgar lays up for Nardi. Open right side now. Regan wide to Watson, takes the field goal and sells it well as he drives that through the uprights. Brothers, they want to make things uncomfortable. They take the quick field goal and put the pressure back on the Bulls to get the job done. 13-12, smart thinking by Watson. The quick play the ball centre field and then able to take advantage. The number 7, the boot, proving super effective today. Nearly multiple 40-20s, has also cashed one in, and now the field goal off the back of the play the ball and getting that early scoreboard pressure. Now with 5 to go, 13-12, Brothers lead, and now Artoa leaves it to the last metre to take that one. And then loses the football from the contact. And the Bulls now inside the 20. Chance to scrap the 1-pointer and go for the jugular here with a 4-pointer. And Artoa wound up after he eventually got the football, but multiple bodies there. Have a meet and greet, and the collision of bodies and some shoulders in, sees the football come free. Now the Bulls with 4 minutes 20 to go. Can they erase the field goal instantly? We're about to find out. Mata, 4 to the left, they come right with Papaluka. Papaluka skips across. Tawasa defends well, holds on. Now Pearson back to midfield with Mata, and Haddad loses the football. And Brothers hold on, but the error that could prove critical. Under 4 minutes remain. Brothers off their goal line. Go to Nardi. Nardi just short of the 20. Heavy collision there. Finding Rosati and Haddad. And now some width with Edmonds. Picks up 5. Trying to fight for a play the ball. And some width now, they come out. Get the ball to Tawasa and a couple of fens. Gets things moving in the right direction and wants to play the ball. And now Regan tight with Marcy to the ruck again. The fens and trying to find a pass. And Odell hanging on, but I think we just got a 6 again, call as Artoa rumbles through the middle. And inside the 40. Pressure building here from Brothers. Right side width, Watson shows inside, outside. The ball there, the forward pass is called. And it looked like it was late, and it was. And almost a killer blow for a Horn there that would have been dished off by Watson. But the delay on the pass, certainly forward. Almost a magic trick the way things came and went. But a bit of verbal now not helping. And that's going to help with Golds and his left foot here. And Noah Golds, 2:20 to go. Trying to get a nice nudge on this one. The All-Australian AFL player, and he's pulled up short. And Jared Edmonds gets it off the sideline. And on halfway, Hendry with big contact, and now things boiling over a little bit. referee got to get this one under control. Brothers players not happy with this one, and now Tonga coming in. Watson trying to take control of this one. 13-12, Brothers with the lead. Last thing they need to do is get involved in the push and shove. They're in control at the moment, and with that missed touch finder, offers them a chance to try and close this one out. Times continue to run throughout this. Referee still hasn't got things back underway, but we continue to tick down. Now, minute 10, talking with Watson, and now finally we get time off with 1:06 to go. Brothers, if they can manage this set effectively, have a chance to finish with a football. But now Hendry coming out with Palaitu. With the touch judge in, you feel like this might be a bit more coming. And the talk, it's not a bid. Hendry stays for now, but with the time that has gone before the clock was stopped, Brothers now only with 1 minute to go and ticking down fast. The halfback, Zane Watson, to control this one, and they just bury it in the grandstand because they need the football. Game management by the half. 40 seconds to go. Tighten up the football and lock down security now. Maverick Stawasa keeps the ball. Now they go in field with Phoenix Briggs. First touch for him. Play the ball. Edgar. Watson comes across to Marcy. Wants to skip across shape. Fires long to Jones. Cutting back in field. 10 seconds remaining. Hetu Marcy. Short side play. Goes for the line. Bounces out of contact. Comes back open side. So many lefts and so many rights, and finds the try line for the finish. And Hetu Marcy, dangerous at the start, dangerous at the finish. And the Penrith Brothers come here and win the 15-1s Battle of the West. Started on the back foot, and errors and self-applied pressure in the first half invite the Bulls into golden field position, and they cashed in. The sin bin on the half you thought might have been the turning point, but they navigate their way through, find points, and then go to work once they had the football. The power game of Atoa and Nardi allowed Regan to operate at a dummy half, and some good work with him, Watson and Edgar. And the halves went to work. The back row, Samuelioj also dangerous, and Marcy every single touch, as was the centre, Tawasa. But the Penrith Brothers going to walk away the winners here and chalk up one on the scoreboard for the Penrith side in this Battle of the West. That's a try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. Zane Watson with the final touch in this one. And the one from the sideline was impressive. This one not so much, but his boot proving a big difference in this one. And 17-12, the Penrith Brothers win the head-to-head in the 15-1s Battle of the West. Fantastic comeback after putting pressure on themselves in the first half, but a very gallant effort also by the Hills Bulls. Mo'unga Tonga in particular, going from the back row last week in the grand final to fullback, a big change. Played well. Rosati and Palaitu also dangerous. Good contributions off the bench, but congratulations to both teams and their coaches. Steve Edwards of the Bulls and his troops for a fantastic season. Harley Regan and his team, premiers, and now Battle of the West champions in the 15-1s. Before they head to the presentation, this game has been brought to you by ITF Hire, who deliver premium portable toilets, temporary fencing and A-class hoarding, backed by reliable service and competitive pricing, trusted by builders, event organisers and projects of all sizes. ITF Hire keeps your site moving. But that wraps us up for the 15-1s. Congratulations to the Penrith brothers, 17-12 winners over the Hills Bulls.